A host of familiar names. There are 2 or 3 we'll be seeing for the first time this evening, but otherwise few introductions needed. Shane Garrett is set for his first run out since being tempted back. Tomas O'Leary plays for the first time, full stop. While Conor O'Shea is here this evening, running his eye over some of Quinn's youngsters, it's Howard Graham who'll be looking after them tonight. Will Skinner's skipper, one of 5 or 6 Premiership regulars last season, along with the likes of Ross Chisholm and Luke Wallace. Ben Botica pulls on a Harlequins shirt for the first time. Lindsay Haig and Mantella are fabulous in this version of the game. This tournament so much a part of the pre-season training routine. It's a real test of fitness this early on as Ollie Lindsay Haig burgles the ball for Harlequins, and for the first time they can run with some expression. This is Chisholm, who, if he's gone, he is gone. And even with Topsy Ojo in close proximity, Chisholm, as soon as he escaped the clutches of Ojo, was on his way to score the first try in this season's JP Morgan Asset Management Premiership Rugby Sevens, and the man who scored one of the crackers of the full-size game last season gets the first in the mini version tonight. Have a little change to the regular game that if you're watching Sevens for the first time you'll have to get used to. The side that score kick-off. Such an important tactic, Osdit, in that business of regaining possession and hanging on to it.
Certainly is, even more so, I suppose, than 15s, because you always seem to realise that you get it back territorially. The Quins have regained their own kick and they're off again.
Oh, this is fabulous stuff. Stegman has played a real part early on, and they're going to score another with Ben Botica. First look at the 22-year-old Kiwi fly half in a Quinn shirt. Dad wasn't bad, as 1 or 2 of you will doubtless remember. Only Lindsay Haig. If you've been a regular watcher of this series over the last couple of years, you'll know all about Lindsay Haig. Regular in the England 7 setup, outstanding during the pool stages a year ago down at the Rec. And we will give it a little bit more as the hooter goes. So the end of this first period not far away. Can Irish find something through Ojo? And well, Chisholm's chasing him down, and Ojo evades the tackle and eventually docks down, makes up for the fact that Chisholm escaped his clutches right at the beginning of the match. And the Irish do have a word before the break. Homer comes away with the ball. This is Salosi Tangi Thakimbau skippering the side tonight. Just a fair chunk of the season through injury, so great to see him back. The offload from Gray, and that was fabulous Sevens rugby. That's what it's about. Darren Allenson, the scorer, but the teamwork, the awareness of where your mates were, and Irish did that to perfection.
Yeah, it all started with Ellis actually taking the ball up really strong, and then Tangi Thakimbau, he always beats the first defender and offloads.
I'd have loved to have seen the look on poor Chris Haller-Afear's face when Brian Smith said, "What are you doing on Friday night, Chris?"
Eating.
Yeah.
Not now, you're not.
Crouch.
Fancy running around for a couple of hours playing Sevens.
Engage.
You wonder actually whether it's part of his fitness plan. They'll say, look, you'll play 7 minutes in each game as part of your fitness training for the season.
Yeah. Well, he missed so much of last season because of all those suspensions. He might be in need of, it's not quite match fitness this, but certainly beginning the process of sharpening himself up for the season start on September the 1st. Oh, Smith. Lovely ball, timed it to perfection. Wallace tried to get the ball back inside, and Smith might be allowed to run onto this. He thinks he's got there first, and the try's been given. Persistence from Sam Smith, eventually paying off. Irish will get one last opportunity to give it a go with the giant-sized Gerard Ellis, who feeds it to Homer. Ellis, a back rower who they're having a look at in the front row. He's certainly big enough. This is Alex Gray, 2nd season at the club after joining from Newcastle, but he loses it. Hacked into touch, and the hosts are on the board. And that's a bit of a shock, because when we looked at the team sheets, we said this Irish squad might go far this evening. They might yet. but they've lost the opening match.